With all the rubbish gone, we're left with a list which is still quite lengthy. So we need to examine each option and see which ones are going to be helpful and which aren't. This step will take some time, as I'm going to actually explain why I think certain options will work and certain options won't. Okay, so I've gotten it down to 113 available domains from the two-word combinations. I wouldn't exactly call it a shortlist, but it's certainly a big improvement on the 2,000 odd that I had before. And you know, I would go so far as to say that most of these have potential, which isn't bad considering that we had only come up with 48 words. So I'm going to quickly run through the 113 and it'll be very exciting for you, and I'll discount, I'm going to quickly cull some, and if I can think quick enough, I'll give you a reason why. So garden affair, I'm going to get rid of that because it sounds like it's some sort of market. Garden foliage, get rid of foliage because spelling's an issue. Garden's pure, it might be read as garden spewer, which isn't really good. Garden's fresh, I'll leave that for now. Garden's new, not very inspiring. Garden's ripe, ripe has connotations of being overripe, I think, so I'll get rid of that, and I'll get rid of anything else with ripe in it. Garden's fine, yeah, sounds like gardens are kind of okay, so I'll get rid of that. Gardening grass sounds a bit like someone smoking dope. Gardening grow, bit meaningless. Botany barrow, I like that, so I'll leave that for now. Botany blossom, that's pretty good too. Botany bloom, botany life, that's getting a little bit artsy fartsy. Botany land, sounds like a shopping centre. Botany fair, shopping centre. Green botany, boring. Green barrow, maybe. Barrow gardens, not enough meaning. Barrow botany, don't know why, I don't like it. Barrow green, too hard to say. Barrow beauty, just doesn't do it for me. Barrow bloom, same. Grass gardener, sounds like you're limited to just turf and laying grass. Same with grass gardens, gardening and beauty. Flowers botany, yeah, bit disjointed. Flowers foliage, spelling. Landscape botany, boring. Blossom gardening, maybe. Blossom botany, maybe. Blossom barrow, no. Don't know why. Blossom botanical, too complex. Blossom fine, fine sounds mediocre. Beauty gardens, maybe. It's very, literally it's very good, so I might leave it for now. I don't like the sound of it much. Beauty gardening, too long. Beauty barrow, too meaningless. Beauty grow, too blunt. Beauty spade, too sharp. Bloom gardening, maybe. Bloom botany, maybe. Bloom barrow, no. I'm not liking anything with barrow in it at the moment. Bloom botanical, too complex. Bloom foliage, spelling. Botanical gardener, sounds too much like botanical gardens. Botanical green, sounds like a bowling green. Botanical barrow, don't like it. Botanical blossom, botanical bloom, don't like botanical. Floral gardener, sounds like someone wearing a floral shirt. Floral botany, maybe, no, not catchy. Floral green, that's actually a hard word to say because the transition from the L to the G requires quite a bit of vocal effort, so I'll get rid of that. Floral botanical, the AL on the end of both of those makes it clumsy. Floral foliage, again we've got the foliage spelling issue. Floral fine, meaningless. Flower botany, boring. Flower foliage, spelling. Flower spade, too sharp. Grow gardener, maybe. Grow botany, no. don't know why. Grow barrow, don't like the barrow. Grow blossom, it sounds like an instruction. Grow colour, maybe. Grow fine, no, it just sounds boring. Rock botany, sounds good with the O, but it sounds a little bit like they're dealing with just rocks, so I think it needs to go. Rock floral, same thing. Pure gardener, I'll leave that for now. I don't really like it, but I can't think of a good reason to get rid of it. Pure botany, no, don't know why. Pure foliage spelling. Fresh botany, maybe. Fresh foliage spelling. Colour gardening, I quite like that combination, so we'll leave that for now. Colour botany, maybe. Colour blossom, maybe. Colour summer, no, not enough meaning. And the at the end, this is a schwa in linguistics, the sound which happens to be the most common sound in the English language. Surprise, surprise, it's appearing there, and colour summer just doesn't sound right to me. Colour spade, boring. Verdant colour, too complex. Emerald barrow, don't like the barrel. Emerald fresh, like it, but it sounds more like a juice company. Vigor gardens, too harsh, and vigour I think will cause problems with spelling and understanding. Life barrow sounds like some sort of life coach or fertility awareness service. New horticulture, boring. Ripe floral has overripe connotations. Land gardens, boring. Land gardenage, boring. Gardening, boring. Foliage, spelling. Seed botany, maybe a bit too hard to say. Seed blossom, same. I think the transition from the D to the B makes it difficult. Seed beauty, again, vocal effort. Seed bloom, same. Seed colour, sounds more like they're selling seeds. Petal gardens, a bit difficult to say. Petal gardening, too long. Petal grass, that has connotations to me of flower petals dropping onto the grass under the tree, like a carpet of petals. So maybe, I don't think I'll end up going with that, but it has potential. Petal life, again we have one of those transitions. We've got the double L. That'll cause problems in, it's not only hard to say, but it will cause problems in spelling. People will never know whether to use two L's or one. So we'll get rid of that. Petal meadow, it sounds kind of like a failed attempt at rhyming. Petal, doesn't quite work. The idea would be good, but for me it doesn't quite work. Because petal's not an easy word to say. Well, it's not an easy word to enunciate, because if you're on the phone, for instance, someone might think that you're saying pedal, P-E-D-A-L, or P-E-double-D-L-E. So they're always going to be asking you to respell that for them, or spell it out. Fine gardener, boring. Fine horticulture, boring. Fine botany, boring. Fair garden, maybe, although I worry that fair might be mistaken to mean mediocre. Fair foliage has spelling issues. Spring gardener has a nice rhythm to it and a nice balance, but it might imply that, or people might infer that you're only working during spring. So I'll get rid of that. Spade gardens, don't really like it. Spade gardening, the same. Spade beauty, all of those actually. So I'm going to delete all of those, and we are now down to what I would call a short list of 20. So now we're getting to the pointy end of the process. We have a short list. Now it's time to refine some more.